Hello everyone, I'm Havoc, and this is Factorio Space Exploration Plus. We are back over here at the rocket silo area, and I'm just trying to recall real fast what we were doing. It has been a couple of weeks since the last time I was able to record due to a little bit of sickness, so you'll have to bear with me while I think about this for a moment. I was working on shooting our resources up into space for our space base. I think we were going to set up a rail system to unload somewhere around in here, and then I want to make sure that I have room. Probably go like this. I'm just kind of free flowing here with some ideas. So let's see, am I requesting these? Yes, let's request a little bit more here, maybe 300. I didn't hit the check mark. Or 400 sounds good. What I'm thinking here is that I will have the trains come in from this such direction. I know this isn't big enough. I'm just kind of slapping stuff down right now for getting a rough idea of what I'm wanting to do here. So, do I have a train stop? Doesn't look like it. Let's ask for a few of those. And the train stop will go at the last available spot right here. So we'll just temporarily place one of those there. And then I'm going to want to have one. I don't know that there's enough room here. These are not the chests that I will want to use, but what we're going to do is have our unloading area, and then I'm going to want to balance the train output. No, what am I thinking? This is all going into the same inventory, the cargo rocket silo. So there's no need to worry there. Yeah, so we don't need to balance. We're just going to take and run it straight in. But I want to make sure that I've got enough room Actually, that's perfect the way that's set up. Now the question is, if we do it this way, is there enough room? That won't work. That's what I thought. So we need to move each of these up. That's going the wrong way. All right. It'll look a little something like that, and then this one will come over. Same thing here. Come over. This is all rough. Rough ideas, not exact. Now I need to see, is there going to be enough room to come in here and do this again? Oh yeah, perfect. And that'll allow me to just come in. Each one of these, it barely fits. That's funny, because I honestly did not know if that was going to work or not. Didn't know if there'd be enough room to fit these in here. Now, oh, hold on here. Yeah, we need to go ahead and cancel that, because I don't know how that's actually going to flow. I'll pick those up by hand. I just don't want any of these brought out here. They can bring these belts That's fine. Because what I need to figure out here is where this is actually going to fall. Do I have my train stopped yet? What's taking those robots so long? Oh, wait a minute. There's none of them on the way. Am I not inside of the network? Am I missing something? I'll just run down here. Yep, so I'm not inside the network. That's an easy fix. We'll put a few roboports down. But I will give them just a second to bring me my resources. So they can build out to right there. They just can't bring it to me. Got it. Okay. We'll get there. We will get there. Let's drop one of these here. That way I can wait for my resources while standing over here. Also, maybe drop a radar right there so I can see this area when I'm not here. But we are going to want to trade out these for train stops. So, and this will give me the actual spacing for where this is going to go. And then each one of these will be a dedicated resource. So your iron, copper, and whatever we decide to be, stone, and so on and so forth. And then I just need to expand this out as we go. I do need to figure out here. So that'll be 2 engines and then 4 cargo wagons. So I need to do something like that. And now I know exactly where these are going to fall out. So I can come in and correctly fill this in. So what we're going to do is just do something like that. I want one little gap there. Or do I? No, because I don't want that being put in. I want that going on a straight belt. This is all going to put it onto one side, though. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I don't really need a container here. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't need a chest whatsoever. We can put directly, just straight offload from the train. That may not be the best idea, though, because I want this to fill back up rapidly, and this holds 500 slots. 500 slots is quite a lot. Do I need steel chest. I don't want logic chest here. Logistics chest. I want steel chest. Excuse me. And I guess we do need to buffer that. Because each one of the steel chests have how many slots? 10, 20, 30, 48 slots. So if I have, what, 6 at each one of these, that's, let's do this here. Control N. Give me something that I can meter so I can get the calculator out. So if each of them have 48 slots, whoa, wait a minute here. 48 slots, and each of these are 6, that's 288. So two of these is already more than enough. So having all of these here means I'll have twice what this can hold sitting and waiting when this empties out, and that sounds good. That sounds good to me. So what we're going to do is come up with a good balanced way to deal with this in a tight area. Right? So I think the best thing to do is going to be something along the lines of that to here. And that will go out. Now what I can do, this is going to look a little strange. I can underground let's go ahead and finish these out. I could have copy pasted this, but I think I'll get it done faster than waiting for the bots to fly over here, since it's such a small build design. Alright, so now all I need to do is underground in an intelligent fashion so it doesn't look awful. I think what I'm going to have to do is something like that, because I can fit one line right along here, and that one is going to be this far line. Oh, this is going to look just ridiculous. Maybe I should put a little more thought into this. But let's see what we get. And do it like that. Hold on a minute here. I'm on to something. So if I just tuck it right back around, it'll be much neater that way. I can tuck this one and it comes out right there, which means I can turn this one. And then the last one can just come straight out. Okay. Still looks kind of goofy. I think it'll look better if I do something along the lines of that. And that gives us all four outputs while still staying tight in this little area, since we don't have to worry about balancing. We're balancing the outputs of the chest, but they're all going into the same input, so it doesn't need balancing further. Wow, that it looks better than I was expecting, honestly. I was expecting it to look awful. In fact, I can probably make one more improvement to make it look just a little bit cleaner doing that. Yep, I like that. So that gives us an unloading area. Now what I need to do is figure out coming into this, right? So I need room for 2 engines here. I don't have any train parts on me. So what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 roughly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 7th one. That's fine. So we know there's enough room for the 2 engines on the rear to be here. So now what we need to do is figure out where these are going to be coming. So I know they're going to go out this way and come down, and at some point circle back to the end. Oh, you know what I didn't think about either? We've got a lot of uranium in the way. I'm going to have to turn the trains around that. It's not the end of the world. I'm just thinking out loud here, trying trying to catch myself back up after the break here. And that's okay. So thinking about that, all of this area is taken up. So I'm going to need to feed this in from a stacker and probably come from this direction. The same way that I'm going to go out, I will come in from. And that way I know this is the hard end right here. It will go no further this direction. It will expand this way, but not this way. And then my stacker can maybe start right in this area and loop back around. The only thing about that is actually the stacker will have to start from the far end. So we are going to go ahead and stretch this out, because I do need to know, let's see, what is that, 2 more? Yeah, there we go. I do need to know how many of these I'm going to add on here, how many different resources. Also, this won't be able to be high throughput the way I'm designing this right now, because all of the trains are going to leave on one exit rail and all the different resources come in on one rail, which means if, say, 3 or 4 different resources are empty at one time, they have to wait for each one train to go in and empty. So if I end up needing greater throughput, I will have to redesign all of this later. I don't know if I'll need the additional throughput. And since I don't know, I'm just going to design it like this for now. And then if I later find out that I need the additional throughput, I'll make modifications then. Okay, so I can now make good use of this blueprint. Something along the lines of that right there. And that will allow me to just drop this in, because this is a lot more. I don't want to build all this by hand. And then I can also just drop in a few extras and have the bots come build them. Whoop. Now I know I'm going to need a lot of different resources in space, right? We're talking about iron, copper, stone, bricks, maybe all. I think I also need regular. Yeah, I definitely need regular stone. I know I'm going to need stone bricks. We're going to need plastic. We're going to need greens, reds, blues. Let's look at a few of the other resources that you need in space. Copper, sand. I'll need sand in space. Iron plate, we already know. Pretty sure I needed the heat shielding, low density structures. What I may end up having to do, this is going to be, I think I'm going to have to build a second, this entire thing again, like duplicate all of this, because I'm going to have so many different types of resources that need to go into space. So let's do this. The only thing I don't need out of that is the radar to repeat itself. That's weird. It does not like blueprinting over the cargo rocket satellite. Is that because there's fuel in those already? Yeah, that's what it seems like. Something weird, because I can duplicate. I can put it over these, but it wouldn't let me put it over these. Which might be because no, there's no fuel in here. Weird. Okay, I don't know why it wouldn't do that, but that's fine. That gives us more of these expanding out. Oh. Yeah, we're going to need that line running through there. And then, like I said, at this point, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different resource types. I think I'll probably drop one more to have 16 here. And then This is going to have to be it. And if I need to send, when, not if, when I need to send additional types of resources into space, I'm going to need to build another setup like this. So let's go ahead and we can get rid of that. That's not what I was going for. This is what I was going for. We can drop one more. This will give me 16 different resource types. 16 different types of resources I'll be able to automatically send into space. That, to me, sounds wonderful. Now, we need to come up with the stacker. Now, what I'm thinking is, for each resource, I want one train sitting there and one train waiting. So 2 trains. But what that means is, if, say, for instance, I have a train empty here, and I have a train empty here, this train starts to go to fill this slot, and this train is already sitting in the stacker and waiting. But the second train for this one rolls up to the stacker. I need to have room for 32 trains in case of something weird happening, and there's already the number 1 train that should be in any of these sitting in the stacker. It should never be that bad, but just in case, so it doesn't clog up my train network, I need to have 32 slots. So 1 for each of the 2 trains that go there. That sounds crazy, but what we're going to do here is just immediately come out. I don't know how long this is going to need to be. I'm going to need some train parts here. So let's go ahead and ask for them, so that I can make sure this is right. And what I need here are the chain signals. And then the rail signals themselves. I should have put this into the blueprint. You always do a regular signal at the end of a cell, right? So this is a cell where this train's going to be. So when the train rolls in here, this will turn red. And then this chain signal will be blue, because some of these will be green, ready to accept trains, and some of them will be red. And then it will allow a train to go through here if it can make it to its destination. Now on the other side, I think I need a signal here. I think this one actually may need to be the chain signal. So this can, each of these can read down the line, but we'll get that in just a second. Let the robots bring what they need. Oh, you know, I didn't even think about how I'm going to power this just yet. I can't really fit just like a substation in the middle. I can down here, but not here, due to our undergrounds, and there's no real way around that. Or is there? If I change up the undergrounds so that it goes like so, that leaves me with the room that I need to drop substations in here. And that'll look a lot better. Okay, so should have thought of that before before I set up all these blueprints. That's okay. I'm a little rusty. Please forgive me. I will get back into the swing of it. I will just go ahead and come in here and swap all of these out. Whoops. By hand, and then add in the power. I was looking at it going, why is all that flashing? All that's flashing because I didn't come up with a power solution. Shame on me. Also, these robots are moving way slow. Come on now. Deliver my building materials. Is it because you're all charging right over here at the one roboport I put down here. Have some areas to charge, my friends. Same thing down here. Poor guys. There. More areas to charge. The more the better. I was going to see if I could cheat and put it here and it power all this, but it does not. Oh wait. It does, because that one reaches there. So this can go here. I can skip each one. Oh, that'll work out wonderfully. Because it would just be overkill to have them here as well. I'll just need to do something to link their power. I can put a big power pole here. Every other one. That shouldn't look awful. Then I just need to run power. Again, I'm trying to think of how this is going to look aesthetically. I think that should look okay, and that powers all of those. It won't look awful. And as long as it doesn't look awful, I can live with it. I hope you guys can as well. So let's see how long our stacker needs to be. Whoops. Longer than this. Okay, so about there. So it's just a little bit larger, but not giant. Now, I want to fit these things in as close as I can get them. So let's see what we can do with that. And I don't want all this extra bit here. Oh, it still has the... Hold on. I did not want that loop. There we go. So I want to squeeze these in because, again, we're talking about 32. That's 16. So I need to double that up. That's going to come all the way out to here. Goodness gracious. Let's go ahead and add them in. All right. That should be 32 unless I'm bad at counting. I'm going to hope I'm not bad at counting because holy cow, look at that. It's a monster. Like I was saying before, you shouldn't need 32 trains sitting here because I'm going to have... It should never be at that point. That's catastrophic failure, but I'm going to try and plan for catastrophic failure just in case, because we're getting to the point where I am building very big for my standards. I think that's going to be it for today's episode. We're coming up with some good designs here. This is much more progress in this area, and I need a little bit of time to think about how I'm going to do this exactly. More so exactly which resources are going to go where and what I need in space. But if you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to hit that like button. I really do appreciate that, guys, and I appreciate every single one of you that comment on my videos, subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and just watch my videos. Thank you for all that you do for me in helping to promote my content, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you are enjoying it, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all next time.